Oh, what brought this? A Boston Market. So, yeah, was out and about yesterday, and I haven't seen a Boston Market in forever. And there was one right there. I said, oh, you know what? I haven't had Boston Market in forever. That saves me on dinner. I'll just do that. So I go in, and I'm actually, before I go in, I'm looking online at their menu. I'm like, oh, let's see what they have. I forgot, I know chicken and ribs and something else. And so I'm looking. And on certain days, Wednesdays and Saturdays, they have a rotisserie prime rib. I said, oh, okay, that seems interesting.
So would they just take like a ribeye and just like stick it in a rotisserie oven?
I don't know. We should pull up the menu while we talk about this.
Interesting.
So yeah, they had a rotisserie. That's what it said. It was rotisserie prime rib, and it was available Mondays and Saturdays. So I said, okay, let's do that and see how that goes. And I go into the place and I'm waiting online. And the lady finally comes over to me and says, hello, can I help you? I said, yeah, I'd like to do the rotisserie prime rib. Where is it on here? We're looking on the menu for those on the audio side.
Well, it's probably not under rotisserie chicken. It's probably under ribs and meatloaf.
There it is. Rotisserie prime rib. Wednesdays and Fridays, starting at 4 p.m. and Sundays starting at 2 while supplies last, serve with whatever. So it was after 4 p.m. I go in there, and I said, oh, can I try the rotisserie prime rib? Oh, we don't have that. I was like, oh, is it sold out already? No, we don't do that. Yes, you do. No, we don't. We've never done that. I go, it's on the menu online. It says the company does this. Well, we don't have that. Okay, fine. Then let me go and I'll just do, let me get the turkey, with some stuffing and I'll get a vegetable with it. Oh, that starts next week. What are you talking about?
Like they don't just have that? As
so the manager that's pulling like chickens off the giant rotisserie skewer, right? Pops his head up and he goes, yeah, that's a seasonal thing. It starts next week. I go, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It's always has been. It's the same line that the lady said. Yeah. I go, sir, it hasn't. I said, there's always been turkey at a Boston Market. No, it's a holiday thing now. When did they start that? He's like, it's always been. It has not always been that. It's always been on the menu, and I have the menu on my phone. Look at it right here. The turkey carver sandwich, the roasted turkey, the pot pies, all this stuff here. They had no turkey, and they said, no, we don't do that. It starts next week for the season. When does it last? Well, it leaves in December. So you're having it for what, 3 weeks? And that's it? Or maybe it goes through the end of December. He didn't really specify. I don't know. But one of the main things with Boston, meatloaf was another big thing that Boston Market did. So it was chicken, turkey, meatloaf. I think they did ribs, something like that. The steak I get is an occasional thing. They used to do a roast beef thing that was, once in a while. I get all of that stuff. But this was the main fixture to your menu, and you don't have it. So I'm standing there. What else would you like? I don't know now, because the two things I wanted to try, you don't have. One was a special, okay? The other was a staple of your menu, and you don't have it anymore. It's like going, can I get a quarter pounder with cheese? Oh, we don't have a quarter pounder. That starts next week. What? Yeah, it's a seasonal thing. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. We've never had it before. It's on the national menu. It's in every fucking place. So, looking at this thing, I said, let me see the white meat chicken. So she goes and pulls it out, and the chickens look like a game hen. Like, they're not a big chicken anymore. There's these tiny little things.
Like, how big are they? Like, was it like a Cornish hen, you mean?
Yeah, like a Cornish hen. Like, chickens usually can be like this when you get a rotisserie chicken. They're not turkey size, but, they're a decent size. The ones at my job are like around like 3.5 pounds. Yeah. It's about like that. It's about this was a tiny little thing. And they chop it into fours. So, white meat, dark meat, dark meat, do quarter meat, whatever the serving size, whatever. And I'm looking at it, I go, this looks terrible. I don't even want that. I go, you know what? Fine, I'll just do the meatloaf. I'll get potatoes and a vegetable.
I can't imagine getting meatloaf at Boston Market.
They pull out the plastic container. It looks like either a prison meal or what they would give to people who are in need of food, like at an emergency situation, like if there was a hurricane or a bombing or something like that, those little prepared meals. That's what this thing looked like. Oof. And like, do you want a large? Well, what's a large? Is it a bigger container? No, they just add more into the smaller container, and that's a large. I was sitting there and I go, what happened to this place? None of this makes any sense. I get cutbacks, but this wasn't cutbacks. This was just really fucking weird.
That's just odd. I mean, like, don't get the meatloaf like ever at places. Like,
I got the meatloaf. It was fine. So I was like, all right, the meatloaf, the potatoes, and I got the green beans thing. They didn't even have what I used to go to Boston Market for a long time ago was turkey. I'd get like a Thanksgiving meal. They'd have turkey. They had stuffing.
Well, they would have, like, when they started doing the sandwiches there, they had a turkey sandwich, they had the chicken sandwich, and then they had a ham sandwich because they would carve the ham off.
Yeah, the carver sandwiches.
Yeah, carver sandwiches. They had all those. And now they don't have any of them?
They had the chicken carver sandwich, and it was one style, which is the chicken and cheddar, but that was it. They didn't have any of the other stuff. So I don't know what happened to this place. They must be doing really bad if it's cut back that much as far as what you used to know that this place had. And so I get the food, I get it, I bring it home, I open it up, and it smells like barbecue.
Because don't they put like a barbecue sauce on it?
I didn't know this. So I'm opening it up, and it smells like I walked into a barbecue restaurant. I go, why does this smell? And I lean down, I'm smelling, I'm like, this smells like barbecue. So it's got the brown gravy on it, but I guess, you know how sometimes when they make a meatloaf, they have like a ketchup base on the top when they go to bake it or cook it or however they do it? I guess that's exactly what you were saying. It's a barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah, a lot of places that do meatloaf, like, they do like a barbecue sauce thing as opposed to like a gravy. And like that's why I never get meatloaf out, because they always put this weird barbecue-y type sauce on it. It's just like, it's not what I wanted. I would have rather just had like a brown gravy,
right,
with maybe some onions or mushrooms in it.
Oh, I'm seeing in the chat. Wait, where did it go? Gio from Colorado saying, I have been, I guess he's saying haven't been there since it was called Boston Chicken. I didn't know it was called Boston Chicken because I only learned about
it. When it first started, it was Boston Chicken.
Never knew that. Never saw it. The first time I saw it was when they put one in our neighborhood growing up. When we had it was Boston Market at that point.
But that was a Boston Chicken when it first started, and then it turned to Boston Market. Yep.
Oh, never knew. Or I didn't remember.
I'm trying to find why did it change its name? Let's see.
Because they probably were adding more than just chicken. You know, they added the ribs, the meatloaf, all that other stuff. So they just made it a marketplace, I guess.
Yeah, they called it Boston Market once they started adding in the other meats. So once they included the turkey, ham, and meatloaf, they called it the market as opposed to chicken.
Gia's also asking, do they have franchise stores versus corporate ones? I don't know. I didn't even think they were still around until yesterday. And I saw that one. I said, oh, there's one right there. And was not the experience that I remembered, was not even the selection that I remembered, and made me really miss, and we talked about this a long time ago, Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Oh, man.
When that was around, they had grilled wings, which most places
grilled wings are
they're
awesome.
Fantastic.
People don't know. If you haven't had grilled wings, man, they're so good.
They're so much better than fried wings. And they had it there. They had like a rotisserie style grilled wing. Or rotisserie, however they were doing it, that wasn't fried, and you would get that. They made a Seinfeld bit out of it where,
oh my god,
they were addicted
Kramer.
to, where he was the red lights from the building, and Newman had to eat the broccoli, and he's like foul weed and spit it out.
Yeah,
it was great food and stuff. All of the stuff was really good, and then they disappeared. I think the only ones that are still available are in like Southeast Asia. Like they do really well over there, but that's the only place in the world they exist anymore. I'm not sad if Boston Market goes under, then fuck them.